All right, let's talk about the Kitusawabrands Manufacturing Edition Kenya version 2. And right from the get-go, I want you to be super clear on one thing. This is not just another spreadsheet. Think of it as the actual operating system for your entire business, built from the ground up for manufacturers just like you.
So let me ask you a question, and be honest with yourself. Is your production floor running you? You know that feeling, right? Where you're just constantly putting out fires, chasing down numbers, basically just reacting all day instead of actually being in command?
And hey, if that last question hit home, I'm willing to bet this list looks pretty familiar too. We're talking about the classic headaches, right? Records are all over the place. You've got papers here, a spreadsheet there. You honestly don't know the real cost to make one of your products. You're manually following up with your team to see where a job is at. Reporting? That takes days, maybe even weeks. And inventory? Well, it's anyone's guess what you actually have in stock.
But what if there was a way to just stop all that? It's really time to swap that chaos for a real command center. So let's dive in and look at a much better, much more structured way to run your manufacturing.
Now, when I say operating system, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's one central place for everything. A system built for a structured workflow, so things happen the right way every time. It puts you back in control and gives you the real-time info you need to make smart calls on the fly.
Okay, so how does it actually work? Well, the whole thing is built around a really clear, connected workflow. It basically mirrors what you do in the real world, from the moment your materials come in the door, all the way to when you make a sale.
It really just boils down to 3 simple stages. First up is setup. This is where you lay the groundwork. Then there's production. That's the day-to-day action on the floor. And finally, sales and reporting, where you see all your hard work pay off. Pretty straightforward, right? Let's take a closer look.
Okay, so step 1. Everything, and I mean everything, starts here. This is the foundation. In a tab called BOM Master, that's your bill of materials, you basically define the recipe for every single product you make, every single raw material, every little component, and what it costs. Get this right, and you have total control over your product costs right from the start.
All right, step 2. This is where we go from planning to doing. As soon as you kick off a job, you start tracking it in the Production_Jobs tab. And this becomes your live bird's-eye view of the entire factory floor. You can see exactly which jobs are running, what materials have been used, and where every single order is at in the process, all in one spot. No more walking around and asking.
And then, step 3, we bring it all home. When a product is finished, you log it. And when you make a sale, you log it right here in the FG_Sales tab. This is how you close the loop. You can literally trace the journey from the cost of a raw material all the way to the revenue from a sale. It's all connected. So putting all this data in is obviously super important, but let's be real, that's only half the battle. The real magic, the real power, happens when we turn all that raw data into actual insights you can use. This is where the system starts working for you.
Just think about that for a second. Every single material cost, every job you've tracked, every sale you've made, all of that clean, organized data is now sitting in one place. So what do we do with it? Well, it all comes together. All of that hard work, all of that data, it all fuels one single incredibly powerful screen. And this screen is designed for one person, you.
And this is it, the manufacturing dashboard. This is your command center. Seriously, no more waiting around for someone to pull a report. You get to see everything, right now, in real time. Your actual costs, your inventory levels, your profitability, all of it. This right here, this is what making decisions with confidence feels like.
Look, at the end of the day, what we're talking about here is a choice. It's a choice to move away from that day-to-day chaos and step into a world of clarity, proactivity, and most importantly, control.
I mean, just look at the difference. Before, you've got chaos, guesswork, delays, and wasted money. But after you have a system like this in place, you get control, you get clarity, you get the confidence to make the right calls, and all of that leads directly to better profitability. It's really that simple. So to wrap it all up, what is Kitusawa? Well, it's a practical system that actually works in the real world. It's built for Kenyan manufacturers, for you. It's something your team can actually pick up and use without a ton of hassle. And really, its whole point is to give you the confidence you need to lead your business and to grow.
So really, there's only one question left to ask.
Are you ready to stop letting your production floor run the show? Are you ready to install the operating system that finally puts you back in the driver's seat?